The American writer O. Henry left us a brilliant short story, his masterpiece called The Gift of the Magi. It is a love story, and also it is the story of sacrifice. And it is about a it's an emotional story about a couple who is poor. Okay, Jim and Della, they are poor, and they love each other very much, but they do not have the money to give each other the best possible gift that they can on Christmas Day. So this is the story of the Gift of the Magi. Personally, it is one of my favorite short stories. And today I'm going to tell you the story of the Gift of the Magi. It is about Della. She is a young, beautiful woman with very beautiful hair, brown cascading hair. And she lives an ordinary life in a small apartment. But there was a point of time in their marriage when her husband was earning more. Jim, he was earning more. But their circumstances changed, and now the household income is very less. And because of which, Della has to do a lot of budgeting in order to make some savings. She had been saving for a while now. She had been saving money for quite some time in order to buy a Christmas gift for Jim, her husband. But when the time for Christmas comes and she counts her money, she discovers that the money is just $1.87, and it is not enough for her to give the best possible gift that she feels that a husband like her, she's deeply in love with him, she respects him a lot. She feels that he's such a special person. And she does not want to give him something very ordinary. She wants to, she feels proud of the fact that she is his wife, and she wants to give him a special kind of gift. Because of which, she decides to, she has beautiful hair, and she decides to sell off her hair and earn and get the money to buy a good gift for her husband. So this is a decision that she takes on the spur of the moment because she is helpless. She doesn't have the money to buy a good gift, and she goes to the hairdresser and she sells her hair and comes back home, and directly after that she goes for shopping and buys a platinum fob chain for her husband, Jim. Now, why she buys this platinum chain? It is because for a long time now, she had been noticing that her husband, who owns a very beautiful watch, does not have a good chain to match with that watch. It's a beautiful watch. It is very expensive also, and the leather strap attached to it has become quite faded, and because of which he feels a little embarrassed to take out the watch in public. So she had noticed this, and she had wanted to give him something different, that is a beautiful platinum chain to match with the watch. She goes and buys that. And then for around $21, and she comes home with 87 cents. Then in the evening, it is Christmas Eve, she gets ready for the evening tea, and her husband returns from work. And when he sees her hair, he is quite shocked. He cannot understand at first what's going on because her hair is quite short and she has styled it into some curls. So then she notices her husband's shock, and she tells him that this is just my hair. I am me even without that long hair. So it will grow. Don't you worry, and just get ready for the extraordinary present that I have brought for you, because I have had to sell my hair in order to give you a suitable Christmas gift. I did not want to give you something very ordinary, and that is why I sold my hair. But then again, it will come back, it will grow, and then I will look as I was looking before, as I looked before. So Jim, at first, he doesn't give it that much of reply, but then he eventually says that you have to see the Christmas gift that I brought for you in order to understand my shock, why I looked at you in that way. Then she opens the gift that he had brought for her, and it is a pair of tortoise combs to adorn her hair. And Jim had noticed her admiring those expensive combs in the market, and he knew that she had wished to own them because of her beautiful hair, and the combs would have looked very good on her hair, and that is why he had sold his watch to buy those combs. So this is the story that is two people who are deeply in love with each other, so devoted to each other. They sacrifice their most precious belongings in order to give a suitable gift to each other. And this is the irony of the situation. None of the gifts can be enjoyed at that moment. But then this is a story which shows, which displays the level to which people who are in love can go to in order to give happiness to one another. It's a beautiful story. It ends with that trick ending technique, because we do not, it's only at the last of the story that we come to know that Jim is shocked because he had sold the watch. And so that is the trick ending that O. Henry has experimented with. Most of his, almost all his stories end with that surprise ending, that trick ending technique. And that is why his stories are very popular. They are considered to be very brilliantly crafted. They are epitomes. They are some examples of brilliant craftsmanship. And that is why I thought I should share this story with you, because this story is something that I had read right in, when I was in school, in high school. It was a part of our ICC course, and that is why I thought I should share it with you. It's a very beautiful story. I feel that you should read the short story, and then you will enjoy it more. So that's all for today. Bye.